Okay guys, so I am going to be working on the toy storage since this is our living room. The door's here and this is our living room. And I just wanted to give you a little overview and a sneak peek of what exactly we're dealing with here. Okay, we've got books, toys, more toys, toys. So this unit here, when Brent was really little, it was perfect. Each little cubby held, we had like small toys he could take with him in the car. I had his little trucks in one. I had some cute little art supplies in another. And as he's gotten older, this piece just obviously is not working. We've got toys on the floor. We've got toys on, we have just about stuff everywhere, books and boxes. And then for Christmas, B got this little table which he loves to like set up and play with his trucks and his cars and things. So, but it seems to be, you know, kind of just in the middle of everything here. So my plan is to sort through each little bin in that piece and make categories and start doing some toy rotations. So I'll get some bins and we'll put like all of the art supplies in a bin, and that will be stored away, not here in the middle of the living room. Some of these larger toys, we're gonna have to come up with like a way to either hide them or store them. And oh, we even have toy, look at that, right in the foyer. What is that, a train track? Okay, so here's my before. All right, and soon you're gonna see a nice clean after. All right. What I did is exactly kind of like the plan was. I pulled every toy out and categorized the toys, and these are just the categories that worked for us. I have his train, all of his train sets on the bottom left there. Then his Matchbox cars or any car type things. His VTech train tracks, and they're not just like train tracks, I guess these little cars that go along the track. So all of those they're all interchangeable, so they're all in one bin. Puzzles, his electronic toys, blocks, mega blocks, Legos kind of things. Music instruments, he really loves music, so we have a bunch of music type stuff. That's a pretty big bin. Arts and crafts, and then also his Fisher-Price Little People, and I have some more to go in that bin. They're just upstairs in his room. So I went with these Sterilite see-through, and they're all different sizes. Well, I think I used about 3 different sizes based on when I categorized everything and had it all laid out. I just kind of looked at what I thought would fit into each size bin. So I have a few bins to return. And then the other thing that I wanted to show is that I took, for some of his train tracks and things, I took and taped the little pieces that go inside, like the piece of paper that shows you how the train tracks can be set up, all the different things. I taped those on the lid. So I did that with a few different things with the VTech and also his train set. And I also had the original box that the train set came in. So I cut the back off, which had it showed kind of a few different ways that you could set it up. So this is my halfway mark, and I'll show you what I do with these bins and the final, you know, the final reveal, I guess we'll say, in just a few minutes. So here's the final product. This is our guest room closet. We live in South Florida, so unfortunately we don't have a basement or a better storage area than this, but our guest room is on the first floor, whereas the other 3 bedrooms are upstairs. So this has made a perfect place for us to store the toys and do our toy rotation and clean up our living room, which I'll show you in just a minute. So the last thing that I did was I did place everything in the closet here, but I also labeled them. I'm not sure if you can see those labels. I specifically used the clear tubs since Brent's not old enough to read. He could at least see what's inside and be able to pick what he wants to do, and it makes it easier for him to help put the stuff away. So we have here the toys on the bottom, all stacked, and then we have our toys, I guess, games for Eric and I, my husband and I, to play. They're party games as well as some good old classics like Connect 4, but those are really for us. So they're at eye level, easy to pull out when we have dinner parties. The next shelf up, you'll see the way that I made, well, actually the top two shelves, the way that I made the space in this closet down here is by removing all of the linens that I had them all hanging on hangers. And while it worked really well, it wasn't really the best use of space right now. Really, we needed to reclaim our living room, and the way to do that was really to take them off the hangers. I still, I'm going to weed through those. I feel like I probably have too many and a lot of duplicates. So when I finish this up, I'm actually going to go through all of my table linens, mark them with the sizes that they are, because we have 3 different tables that we use table linens for the holidays, and then sort through and then contain them, put them in containers, and probably do them by color or season. So that's my next little project. Over here, you'll see I have some items that I use to embellish packages and boxes and things for wrapping presents. And then lastly, you'll see our winter coats. We live in South Florida, like I said, so we don't really use our winter coats that much. We're having a little bit of a cold snap right now, so it's perfect. They're right here for us to grab. But rather than take up space in our master closet, I thought this was a better use of space. So here you go. This is our after of where the toys actually went. And I'm going to show you our living room. So here's the final product in our living room. And there's little Noelle, our little baby puppy. As you'll see, some of the items that I was going to either store or hide away or put away are still here. And here's the reason why. Before I filmed this, I wanted to put this system to use for at least a week so that I could see what worked and what was just going to be a nuisance. And 2 of the things that I put away that we just kept continually pulling out were the little table, Brent's cars, I don't know what that is, little car track with his 2 cars with Mater and McQueen, and this larger tool bench. So I decided rather than keep moving them in and out, I would leave them out. And if we have a dinner party or have, friends or whatever coming over, we can put it away. There's space for it in the guest room where we can put all of these things away. But, I look at all of these amazing room organizations and I think to myself, are they livable? And I want to be sure that I'm organized, but that our home is livable. So I did leave this stuff here. Now this bin is our plush toys along with puppets, and we do a lot of storytelling, and we'll actually tell stories to our little plush animals or use puppets. So I was pulling that in and out over and over and over again. So I ended up leaving it here, but there is this perfect spot for it up in Brent's room. And then our little reading nook, which I think I gave you a sneak peek when I was halfway through. And now that this is organized this way, Brent has really taken to kind of sitting in his little elephant chair and letting us read to him. And I think it's really encouraged more reading because it's its own little nook. So there you have it. This was my first project on Kim's Complete Organization, and I hope you enjoyed following me along. And we're on to the next project. So thanks so much.